Welcome back to Rare Genes and Rare Dreams. It's really an honor for me to introduce our first special guest, Dr. Muhammad Asad. He's currently a faculty member here at Einstein College of Medicine, and his research mainly revolves around uh, cancer, immunology, and neuroscience. So today we will be dissecting his success story and the struggles he has faced, and we will also discuss some of the new discoveries that are currently being used to shape science and medicine. Welcome, Dr. Asad.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amanat Ali. And first of all, I would like to congratulate you for starting such a wonderful channel, Real Gene and Real
Dreams.
Struggle Dreams. Yeah, sorry. And yeah, that's a wonderful work, and I I wish you all the best
Thank you so
for
much.
your work. Yeah. So yeah, we
Okay.
can start. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's start with your early days, and please, could you tell us something about your schooling and what really take you to Muslim Aligarh University?
Oh, yeah. So it's a long story short. So one important thing I would like to discuss that when I was very small child, so my Abbu Jan, who was an imam, so I was like born in the mosque and madrasa. But when I was like 3 to 4 years, something like that, I don't remember exactly.
Hmm.
He said that soon you will start going to this teacher whose house was just next to the mosque, but he was sharing a window with our wuzu khana where we
Hmm.
do ablution. So I was very surprised. Oh, I have to go to this person. So I don't know what was in my mind, but you know what I was doing whenever I was doing for ablution, and I was seeing that he is sleeping, especially at daytime
Yeah.
after Zohar. So I used to throw water on him. And he used to wake up, he used to search who is doing that, who is doing that. But once he caught me and he told my Abu Jan that send it to me. So after that, my actual career started, means my schooling started, means he
Hmm.
made me to get admitted into school. And from there, I did my high school and then I went to MU, Aligarh Muslim University. That was very stiff competition
Hmm.
everywhere. You know, in India, everywhere there is entrance exam. So Alhamdulillah, I was able to crack that exam, and then after reaching to MU, then I came to know it was before that it was like I was a toad inside a frog inside the well. I
Hmm.
was not knowing the real world. Although you know Kolkata is very dynamic place, but after reaching MU I could focus on the career that oh I have to pursue this career or that career. And I was thinking to crack the medical exam, but I couldn't do that.
Hmm.
And then I thought like whatever Allah is wishing, that is the best thing for me. So then I did my BSc chemistry, and through combined interest test I got selected into Madurai Kamra University,
Oh,
which was
nice.
number one at that time for MSc Biotech course. And there was a biotech boom, so everybody was inclined towards biotech, that so many companies will come up and lots of job opportunity will be created through
Hmm.
biotech. Unfortunately, it did happen in that manner, but of course, biotech was very crucial for learning. And that place, the Madurai Kamra University, that motivated me to pursue my career towards immunology,
Uh-huh.
because my teacher, he was having very significant contribution towards immunology, having very good publications, and his way of teaching inspired me to pursue my career towards immunology.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's very fascinating that you have a bachelor's in chemistry and then PhD in neuroscience. What really inspired you to move from chemistry to neuroscience?
Yeah, so that's very interesting thing. So you know, through chemistry, I learn about the molecule and their interaction. But slowly, I fascinated towards what about human molecule, whatever our body immune system and their molecule, how they
Hmm.
interact and how they're playing role in shaping our immune system and regulating everything, our growth, our all the means senses.
Yeah.
So that made me to deep down into the immunology, the our body's natural immune defense system. And through that, when I was studying deeply, my PhD is immunology, infectious disease. Then I thought that brain, which is immune privileged side, where getting into the admission is very difficult because
Yeah.
of blood-brain barrier. So how the immune system playing role in shaping the immune profile of the brain. So then I switched to
That's
neuroscience.
nice.
But one thing I kept constant that immunology was my focus, and throughout my career I was moving towards the immunology
Hmm.
in different fields, whether it was infectious disease, whether it was cancer, whether it was neuroscience, but immunology was the
Okay.
core focus. So I
That's
didn't
nice.
left my core focus as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far we have heard about your struggle in India. So now tell us, how did you make the move to the US, and what challenges did you face with the
Yeah.
visa processing and adjusting to a new culture?
Yeah, so means after my PhD, it was looking like getting a good postdoc may not be very difficult, but actually it is very difficult. You have to apply more than hundreds of applications, and you have to be striving. You have to keep your patience. You have to calm, because so many time, most of the time, you will get rejections.
Yeah.
But that should not break you. You should keep on consistently applying for the position. So I was doing that, and of course you have to choose correct mentor who can guide you, that okay, your CV is having this lacunae, please fulfill that, or your uh, research experience or your cover letter should contain these many information, and highlight this thing, highlight that thing. So those mentorship was very helpful, and I was always taking their sample also, and
Hmm.
after writing I used to consult with them. So when I got the opportunity in John Hopkins University, so I was very happy, but unfortunately my visa took almost 6 months.
Oh my God.
In 6 months I got my, but my son Abdullah, he didn't get the visa. He took a little more longer. So
Hmm.
in the meantime I lost that opportunity. I was disheartened, but if Allah closes one door, He opens several other doors.
Several.
So then I got opportunity from Alabama, University of Alabama, and I landed to University of Alabama. So when you're coming to USA, so
Yeah.
things changes. Your Indian environments, everything changes here. Here you have to maintain the pace. You have to always consistent, and you have to maintain your pace in funding driven research environment, and you have to build up your collaboration, meaningful collaboration.
Hmm.
So yeah, so things are changing from India to here. But if you are consistent and if you are hardworking and you are having good perseverance, then of course you can excel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah. So I guess you already mentioned about what is important to thrive here, but I want you to really emphasize again what is the mindset that we should have to really thrive and persist in this really advanced and really fast field of science here in US.
Yeah. So that is very important. When we were in India, so like the life is much
Yeah.
relaxed. We can have all the time tea. If you're sad, have tea. If you're happy, have tea. If you're having any problem, let's have a tea. So every occasion you will have tea. But in USA, you may not get that type of company.
Mm-hmm.
You may be having very limited friends, or you may be alone also.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that here you have to be very consistent. You have to plan properly all your experiments. You have to learn new techniques. Always you have to be in front line, and your perseverance, you're thriving to excel in the field, and research driven field, which is always having competition and funding pressure. So you have to be very focused and very consistent, and learning new things. Always try to learn new things, new technologies, because in India we don't have that much exposure, but here you are getting that exposure. So that pressure is actually ultimately beneficial for you, but that is beneficial only when you are having that strength to cope up with this situation, that you have to keep learning, and you have to be always exploring new things, and as at the same time you have to be focused on your work, and you are having very good planning,
Yeah.
and whenever you're getting time, just chill with the friends, but there should be a portion of your research which is always going in your mind, and wherever you are getting opportunity to learn something, and to implement that in your research, you have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the things are very much different, but with the pressure, you are getting advantage also to learn new technique
या
and excel in the competitive world.
बिल्कुल सही। तो जैसे कि अभी आप फैकल्टी हैं यहाँ पे, तो आपने पोस्ट डॉक का रिसर्च का एक्सपीरियंस भी आपने यहाँ से
जी।
लिया। तो ये जो ट्रांजिशन थी आपकी पोस्ट डॉक से फैकल्टी पोजीशन के लिए, ये कितनी टफ थी और कौन-कौन से बैरियर्स थे जिनको आपने अच्छे अंदाज से नेविगेट करके ये पोजीशन ली?
Yeah, so means when you are transitioning from uh, postdoc to faculty, so every plan you have to do when you are a postdoc, because
हुँ,
that is the main battlefield. So during my postdoc, I was not only focusing on high impact or impactful research and publication.
हुँ,
At the same time, I was trying to get uh, uh, funding driven research and mentoring. So mentoring the young mind in a very productive way, how you are nurturing your uh, training people, those who are getting trained with under you, means you are giving training to those people. So how you are nurturing them, how you are doing the impactful collaboration. So when I was in postdoc position, I was trying to do as much as but meaningful collaboration, which was very helpful for me. And funding, I was like contributing significantly towards getting some funding for my lab.
हुँ,
So that helped me a lot. Other than your technique, other than your means your publication, so publication is very important. But when you want to transition
हुँ,
to be good for your postdoc, publication is enough. But if you want to transition, you should have some funding opportunity, you
या
should have a good mentorship, mentoring experience, and collaboration. So these three things are very important. So you have to tackle with all these things.
ऑल
Yeah.
दिस या सही। तो अगर आपने जो करंटली आपकी जो रिसर्च है वो बेसिकली फ़ोकस्ड है ब्रेन कैंसर के ऊपर, राइट?
Yes.
और न्यूरोसाइंस का भी उसके अंदर एलिमेंट है, ब्रेन है तो न्यूरोसाइंस भी हुई।
Uh-huh.
तो अगर आपको लेमैन लैंग्वेज में किसी को एक्सप्लेन करना पड़े कि ब्रेन कैंसर की रिसर्च आप कैसे करते हैं, तो वो
Mm.
थोड़ा-सा शेयर करिए हमारे साथ एक्सपीरियंस।
Yeah. So you know we sometimes we assume that all the cancers are same, but actually all the cancers are not same.
हुँ,
They are different depending upon the place of origin, the type of cancer. But we are doing lots of research to understand the cancer, but
हुँ,
cancer develop themselves to suppress the immune responses of the host of the body.
हुँ,
So they subvert the host immune response, means human immune response. So I wanted to know what is making cancer so much successful in spreading and surviving in the human body. So then we found out some immune checkpoint molecules which are getting expressed. So immune checkpoints are like for traffic there is some
या,
checkpoint they will check. So immune checkpoints are also like that. They suppress the immune responses until unless it is very important to respond. So what cancers does, they keep a control on immune check responses. So we wanted to know what are the immune checkpoint molecules which are getting expressed at very significantly higher level in the glioblastoma, means in brain cancer,
या,
and how they are impacting the cells of the immune system. So immune suppressive mechanism we wanted to study, and some extracellular vesicles. So cell secretes cellular vesicle. So how these messengers are contributing in immune suppression. So we are implying various techniques such as high throughput flow cytometry,
हाँ, हाँ,
as well as gene sequencing, and new technique which is emerging now, that is like 3D organoid culture. So now we are moving towards futuristic approach,
या,
which is like 3D bioprinting, where we are trying to model the brain cancer, and not only brain cancer, that can be used for any type of
एनी अदर टाइप,
cancer. So we are trying to model the cancer so that instead of doing research on the mouse, we can directly do on the model of the brain cancer, which is actually like
या,
human brain. So these things we are trying to do and
या,
explore,
दैट्स
apart from other immune techniques, regular
yeah.
immune techniques.
That's very fascinating. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you currently only do like a mechanistic pathway studies, or you have a element of doing some drug discovery or any pharmacological
Yes. So
insights?
Yes, so translation research is always core of our work. So, like we found the digit expression was very high in brain cancer and some other immune check molecules such as B7 family. So, we are trying to do bi-specific antibodies
Mm-hmm.
which are inhibiting that, so that can be used, and biologics.
Yeah.
And also, we are trying some drug how they are responding in controlling these immune checkpoint molecules and downstream some cytokines such as IL-13. So all these things we are trying. So two inhibitor seems to be very important. Actually three. So one is against TIGIT, another for IL-13, and another for S108. So
Mm-hmm.
all these chemicals as well as bispecific antibodies we are trying, and hopefully we will have something in future which can be helpful at least to some extent to cure the disease, because this brain cancer on which we are working, they're not having any survivability.
Yeah.
100% people are dying. Those who are getting the disease, they cannot survive. They are dying.
तो ब्रेन कैंसर की प्रिवेंशन के ऊपर अगर थोड़ी सी बात करें तो कुछ ऐसे वेज हैं कि जो बंदा अडॉप्ट करे, लाइफस्टाइल चेंज को अडॉप्ट करे, जिससे ब्रेन कैंसर के ना होने के चांसेस थोड़े कम हो जाएं।
उसमें मैं ये बता सकता हूँ कि इफ़ यू ट्राई लाइक good food habit including vegetable and fruits, so that may boost your immune defense system, so that could be helpful. But cancer prevention from the beginning, that is very different because there is
यू
different
नेवर
ways.
नो।
Yeah, you never know, but one thing you can do, try to boost your immune system, your body's natural immune defense system, so that if something is coming, if the your immune system is able to check that, that will not spread in your body. So yeah, so at least we can do fruits,
हम्म।
vegetables which is having a combination of means different vitamins, as well as like something which is in India we used to take chawanprash. So those
हम्म।
things which are boosting your immune responses, boosting your immunity, that is very important. Yeah,
या।
cloves is also very important. Yeah,
Okay.
so
So since you are originally from India and right now you are mashallah well settled here in US,
Alhamdulillah.
you have any plan to move back to India, or you have any vision for neuroscience research in Asian country like Pakistan, India, Bangladesh?
Yeah, so South India, Southeast Asia, they are doing very nice, and of course, whether I'm moving there or not, but a collaborative work which will means make the transfer of technology faster to India and Pakistan or Bangladesh, means Southeast Asia, that will be very interesting. So some collaborative work that we are thinking that we can do some collaborative work. So recently I figured out one scientist in south southern part of India. They have working very deeply on 3D bioprinting.
Mhm.
So like we are trying to approach him for collaboration, so that what technique we are having here, which is well developed,
Yeah.
comparatively much well developed and advanced, the transfer of this technology will be faster. So I will move there or not, that is I'm not, of course, not sure, but at
Yeah.
least we will do some collaborative work so that we can nurture the student there, we can nurture the PhDs there. There should be some exchange program so that they can come and learn and they can go back to serve the country. So that seems to be
मतलब
more
आपका प्लान
promising.
नहीं है जाने
I'm not very sure. Let's see. Of course, my first priority will be in India, but getting anything in India is not that much easy. And yeah, so let's see. It's still not planned, but whether I'm going or not, definitely we will try to do some collaborative work
का। Okay, that's
to
nice.
nurture and shape the immune research in India. Like 3D bioprinting, organoid, these things are not known in India,
Mhm.
and I hope similar in Pakistan and
Yeah.
Bangladesh. So if we can develop this technique and transfer this to India, and we can what to train them, so that will be very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the
Okay.
plan.
So that's nice. Since most of our audience is from India, Pakistan and Bangladesh, so अगर कुछ स्टूडेंट जो कि यंग रिसर्चर्स हैं या
Mhm.
फ्यूचर के एस्पायरिंग पीएचडी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, आपकी नज़र में कौन से ऐसे सेट ऑफ इंग्रेडिएंट्स एक स्टूडेंट के अंदर होने चाहिए,
Mhm.
अगर वो हों तो वो इजीली एडजस्ट हो सकता है यूएस के रिसर्च इन्वायरमेंट में, या कौन सी चीज़ें या इंग्रेडिएंट्स हैं या स्किल्स हैं जिसके ऊपर वो काम कर सकता है ताकि वो कंपैरेटिव हो यूएस में आने के लिए?
That's very important, means because from India we perceive differently about USA, but once we come, we may be lacking in the means competitive environment and funding driven research, which may not be experienced in Southeast Asian
Yeah,
countries. So you have to keep that mindset that if you are coming here, you have to be like every day will be content. You have to be very planned that when you are coming here, this is very competitive world, this is very uh, funding driven work and highly skillful world where you will every day you will come up with some new technology. So firstly your mindset that you have to do very
yeah,
hard work, and second thing that you have to, for coming here, firstly you have to have some mentor, those who have already uh, came here. You talk to them, ask them how you should write your CV, how you should write your means cover letter,
hmm,
research experience, everything, and choose the correct mentor. And you have to be focused, and means um, not only research your technique, your speaking skill, your verbal communication, your perseverance, your try for existence of means the hardworking skills. These things are equally important like learning some new technique.
yeah,
So to survive here, firstly you should develop some good technique. You have to be very focused, as well as at the same time once you are coming here, be prepared mentally that you have to face lots of struggle, lots of failure, but you have to be like always trying your best to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asad, for your precious time and sharing your success story with us.
Yeah, thank you
And we
so
wish
much for
you more
inviting me.
success in your research time.
Thank you, thanks a lot,
Thank you
and
so
all
much.
the best to all of us.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Let's see. I hope कि आज बंद नहीं हुआ होगा.